did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boy, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy.
Hold me back.
After Canelo Alvarez worked out with Terence Crawford in the gym and sparred with him, Floyd Mayweather issued warnings to him.
Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man.
The two were initially seen standing and talking near the ringside in the social media released video, while Crawford and his trainers listened intently to Mayweather's remarks. Floyd Mayweather then assisted Crawford with specifics of his defense, stances, placement, footwork, and motions before they entered the ring to spar. The two were then spotted together in the boxing ring. During their sparring match, Crawford occasionally threw his hands frantically while trying to penetrate Mayweather's guard, which he accomplished admirably. He then stopped moving his hands in an effort to defend Floyd's punches while fighting on the defensive. Floyd Mayweather was questioned about his impressions on Crawford's training session following their meeting. Crawford is a fierce combatant. He is among the best of his generation, and he makes me think of some of my rivals as well as myself. I appreciate his hunger and his efforts to leave a strong boxing legacy. When asked if he believed Crawford had what it took to overcome Canelo Alvarez, he gave a positive response. I've mentioned Canelo to you all before. Although he is an excellent boxer, he has flaws. Canelo has shortcomings regardless of his age, 23 or 35. Crawford's approach is geared to take advantage of those flaws. You witnessed how mediocre he appeared in his most recent battle. Crawford would definitely win this, he predicting his winner. He already has the resources and the know-how.
I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats it.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, I mean, what, because, and I told people to say, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, I mean, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he's like, I want to be the best.
Fans rushed to comment on how amazing it was to watch two boxing greats train together after seeing the film of Crawford and Mayweather together. Crawford had a similar occasion with Andre Ward just before his death. It appears that Crawford and Floyd are training together. I hope Crawford prevails on fight night, and I'm proud that he's doing everything correctly. Canelo is undoubtedly unprepared for what Crawford is about to offer. One of the fans wrote, "That ring is suffering from too much greatness," a second person said. If there was ever a cause to make this happen, I believe Crawford would prevail. Crawford must listen to Floyd in order to defeat Canelo, another wrote. He must hear from Val as well. Those guys are aware of something that many others are not. I think it's their style and footwork, but Crawford really needs to make this work.
When I fought Canelo, I was 36, and Canelo was 23, around the same age. Some of these guys won world titles and was undisputed champion. I think, the Tank age, the young low champions. Mm-hmm. Canelo was 23 with 43 fights and 30 knockouts.
I like how the necessary fighters are giving Terence Crawford the support he needs, said another person. I have a feeling that he would decide to finish this. Many thanks to Floyd Mayweather, who faced Canelo in a September 2013 light middleweight title showdown between the World Boxing Council and the World Boxing Association. The young Mexican came up against the American's most difficult opponent to date in the 45th match of his illustrious career. Although the scorecards showed it to be much closer than most boxing fans would have thought, it ended up being a one-sided fight as the American won on points. It had been viewed as a difficult test for Mayweather going in.
And the world said he was inexperienced. I was 36 with 40-something fights. And to tell you the truth, I was over the hill. And so when I fight guys, when I'm in my 30s and they're in their 30s, you know what they say? Oh, this guy all washed up.
Money controlled the bout the entire time, outclassing Canelo throughout 12 rounds with his knowledge and abilities to win by majority decision. Many people in attendance, including Mayweather, were perplexed by Judge C.J. Ross's score of 114-114, even though he was the obvious winner at the end of the bout. The 47-year-old, speaking to Fight Excitement, did not mince words when discussing Canelo's boxing prowess, at first summarizing the fight in 3 words. He was nothing. Mayweather went on to elaborate on his assessment of the Mexican skill. You may choose a man like Canelo. I'll be honest about Canelo. The fool was simple. A cakewalk. Simple. All of you are complimenting this guy. He was nothing. I had no trouble cooking this guy when I was approaching 40.
Floyd, what'd you think of Canelo's performance against Billy Joe Saunders?
I didn't even see it. What do you fight on the app? You said you fight on the app now, right?
Yeah.
Well, the real fighters fight on Showtime.
The more his legacy grows, the
Only a few years after Mayweather's retirement, Canelo is still among the biggest names in boxing, having won world titles at middleweight, super middleweight, and light heavyweight, and even going undefeated in the 168-pound weight class. Canelo won the middleweight, super middleweight, and light heavyweight world titles in his next 15 fights after suffering his first defeat at the hands of Mayweather. It now appears that he will fight another big boxing match later this year, this time against fellow pound-for-pound legend Crawford. Given that Crawford has only participated in one fight in the super welterweight division and would be weighing between 154 and 168 pounds for the bout, some experts think the weight differential might be too much for him.
It's really that they don't want, it's not that they don't want to see Tank win because they feel like it's beating me because I dominated the fight game for so long. But these same writers out here, they praise Canelo. He can pick and choose who he want to fight.
yours grows. Would you agree with that?
Oh, no, Canelo?
Right.
Oh, that's the easy one.
We're going to try and get...
You know, a lot of times guys be like, well, I'm bigger, I got a longer reach, I'm a better fighter.
Many believe that Canelo might win by knockout since he is inherently much bigger than Crawford. Like the time he faced Amir Khan, a considerably smaller opponent who had also advanced 2 divisions for the bout. In light of this, Mayweather was questioned if he was concerned about Canelo's power before the battle, and then provided his opinion on the matter after their fight. Absolutely not. It was nothing he hadn't felt before, he remarked in the ring. After playing the sport for more than 20 years, I have never experienced anything like this.
It's really that they don't want, it's not that they don't want to see Tank win because they feel like it's beating me because I dominated the fight game for so long. But these same writers out here, they praise Canelo. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell you,
Mayweather's remarks might boost Crawford's confidence, particularly considering that Canelo hasn't been able to stop his previous 5 opponents. At 168 pounds, the 34-year-old from Guadalajara, Mexico, is currently the holder of the World Boxing Association, World Boxing Council, and World Boxing Organization titles. Later this year, he is expected to defend his title against fellow pound-for-pound superstar Terence "Bud" Crawford in what could be one of the biggest bouts in boxing's lengthy history. The only other loss in Canelo's career was in 2022, when he suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of former WBA light heavyweight champion Dimitri Bivol.
Which fight was more difficult between Mayweather or Bivol, and why?
I think both are similar. Just Bivol is bigger, so I think Bivol.
Canelo Alvarez lost to the formidable Floyd Mayweather Jr. for the first time of his career nearly 12 long years ago. When Canelo was given the opportunity to face boxing's P4P megastar, he was only 23 years old. It's just the money. Additionally, the chance was too wonderful to pass up. In that huge encounter at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas back in September 2013, Alvarez lost, almost as expected considering his relative lack of experience at the highest level.
Canelo versus Crawford.
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see.
The bow was given to Mayweather with ease by the other two judges, but one judge scored it to draw. Canelo has obviously given that night and what may have happened a lot of thought ever since. It's evident that he and many other astute observers think the Mexican great's opportunity simply arrived too soon. At the age of 34, Alvarez has become boxing's PPV cash cow and is prepared for even bigger challenges following the signing of that historic 4-fight contract with Turki Alalshik and Riyadh Season. The super middleweight title unification matchup against Cuban William Skull in Riyadh on May 3rd is the first bout under that contract.
Well,
everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time. One fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William Skull? He came to, to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?